So this is a video about the top 5 things that Nickelodeon's done that I don't appreciate. So So number 1 is the worst thing, and number 5 is the less worst thing. So starting off at number 5, Nickelodeon has made a channel on T-Nick now that's called The 90s Are All That. But that's a really good thing they've done. It's a thing to bring back the 90s Nickelodeon TV shows. But the thing that's made Nickelodeon go downhill about that is that they did not air. They aired Nickelodeon 90s TV shows on that segment they want to air. They don't air all the old Nickelodeon 90s TV shows. It's one thing to make them go downhill. And they're also airing it late at night. I don't appreciate that. So and then number 4, closing down the Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. That's not fair that they closed. Not right for them to close it down. Because I'm one of those kids who watched Nickelodeon of the 90s, and I never got to go to that studios. Never ever got to go to that Nickelodeon Studios. Never in my whole life. I've never been to it. I bet if I go to it now, I'm not going to see the Nickelodeon Studios. I'm just going to see some studios. I bet it's going to be a studio for the Blue Man Group. Start with number 3. Taking away Nickelodeon Gas. I don't know what they did with it, but they are being idiots taking away that channel. By the time I got to see that channel, by the time I got to watch that channel, there were 3 shows that were off that channel. And I only found out they were on that channel because I found them out through YouTube. I found out that they're on that channel, playing on that channel. And shows that I saw on that channel when I got to see it were Guts, the old Double Dare, hosted by the old Double Dare episodes, hosted by Mark Summer as the host, Double Dare 2000, Legend of the Hidden Temple, that game show where the kids go searching around the house for finding the items in the house. Get the picture, the one hosted by by Michael Morale, in Guts, and then Legend of the Hidden Temple, and then I think that was it. And Fiddle figured out too. The 90s figured out. Those were the ones I saw on that channel, and I only got to see it because one of my parents had digital cable, so I got to see it at their house. And then number 2, taking away the channel that allowed us to be able to see 90s Nickelodeon TV shows, that played 90s Nickelodeon TV shows 24 hours a day. I never had access to that TV show when it was on. So the only way I found out about it. I found out about it at a friend's house, because I had a friend at that time when it was still on TV. Had a friend who had digital cable, so they had that channel, so I got to see it. And then number 1 is taking away the Nickelodeon Bumpers, like the 90s Bumpers, not airing them anymore on TV anymore. They do air them on that segment called 90s Are All That, but they don't air them. They don't air the full bumpers. They air like half the bumper, or they air the bumper in a way that they think is fancy, where they replay it a few times back and forth or sometimes, but they don't air the full bumpers that came on the 90s. They don't air them on that segment in the full form, like the full bumpers and all the bumpers. They don't do that. So that's the top 5 things that Nickelodeon has done that made Nickelodeon go downhill. So if you're watching this, I think you should change your ways and add add a bunch of 90s Nickelodeon TV shows that you don't air on the segment called 90s Are All That. Add those to the segment, so that you'll get more people watching that segment. And that's just what I do not like about Nickelodeon. Bye.